thought we would start our little veggie garden today. It's going to be small, and I wasn't going to have one because we're painting the house and I have a lot of projects going, but I decided I have to have a little bit. So to start with, I'm going to empty out this tub here. Well, actually, I've emptied out most of it, and we're going to move that over, and we're going to use that for some of our plants. And then these tubs are here are going to move too. These are the plants I need to get planted, some tomatoes and some peppers. We're also going to move the mint. We're going to be redoing this deck very, very soon, so I need to get this all cleared off anyway. And yeah, let's just get started on making our little veggie garden. I have these perennial sunchokes. They'll make little sunflowers. I never eat the tubers, but you can. I've just been letting them spread and grow. And we're going to put our tubs right here, and they'll get nice and bright sunshine most of the day. I think it'll be perfect for them. All right, let's get the tubs moved. I think this is gonna be the hardest part. Even with the soil gone, this is pretty heavy. So I'm gonna get my husband to help me move this and the other two. So I tried to move this with a dolly, but it just didn't work because it's so heavy with all this dirt, and it rained, so it's kind of extra heavy. So I'm going to take out the plants and the dirt, kind of like I did on the black one. But I went to get the plants, and I was wondering why they were doing so good. They're actually rooted in to the soil. Poor little things. Gotta get them planted. Okay, topped off with compost. Now for the fun part, the planting. These tomatoes really want to get in the soil. Look how wilty they look in the sun. I'm going to get them planted, and then we'll give them a good drink. Okay guys, it's been a few days since we planted our tomatoes and peppers and left them in the rain, and it's actually raining now. Let me show you. Some water coming down. But anyway, I decided, forget a tiny garden, let's actually plant some more stuff. So I got all these seeds. It's just a mixture of cheap seeds from the dollar store, some from Lowe's, some from Tractor Supply. A lot of them I've just collected over the years, but I've got a plan for the little garden. It's not going to be huge, but it's going to be a decent size, and it's going to be mostly flowers. But right now it's raining and I can't really do much else. So let's go ahead and plant some of these seeds. Most of them are going to be direct seeded. like the sunflowers and the other flowers, but we do need to kind of get started on the basil and some of the herbs. I did draw out like a rough sketch of how I want the garden to come together, and I'll show you that here in a minute. But let's look at the seeds we're going to use now. We're going to do some sunflowers mixed in with the Jerusalem artichokes that I have because I have some bare spots. We're going to do a row of zinnias mixed with some marigolds. I think there's a couple of seed mixes in here. We're going to mix all those together and we're going to ring the garden with those. And I'm also going to do a row of taller things behind these and then a couple of shorter rows in front. Most of the flowers are going to be direct seeded, but these herbs I think would benefit from a nice head start. So let's get these planted and then I'll show you the garden design that I drew out. Okay, we don't have a lot of seeds to plant, so I just did this little tray. It's actually this seed starting mix, and then I mixed it with some water, got it all ready. But we're going to do a little bit of oregano and thyme to go into a nice big container out there in the garden configuration that I'll show you here in a minute. Some dill for good measure. I'm not sure where it's going to go, but I want some. And then some basil. I think, you know what, let me go get the garden design because I think I'm missing something else I need to plant from seed. Hang on just 1 second. Okay, got my little honeybee notebook. Super cute. This came from Michael's, if you're wondering. Okay, let's talk garden design. Or, you know, amateur garden design. Okay, so these are the existing tomato and pepper containers that you saw earlier in the video. And they were looking kind of sad out there by themselves. So this is kind of what I decided to do. I'm going to have a little entrance here to the kind of walled garden, if you want to call it. I'm going to have some cucumbers growing up a trellis, hopefully. And then I'm just going to ring around the garden with cardboard and then some soil on top of that. And then I'm going to do 4 quadrants in the middle and a pot there. Okay, so you can see this little dotted spot's going to be the very back of the, I guess the wall or whatever. And that's going to be corn. And I think I'm going to mix some okra in there too. And then the zigzag, that's just going to be tons of zinnias and maybe some of those wildflowers and marigolds. And then the front's going to be kale, and I've decided to also do some beets and some radish because I have a lot of seeds and I like to pickle those. So we'll do that. It looks like squash, zucchini, basil, and parsley for the quadrants. I already took out the thyme and oregano for the pot that's going to go in the middle, but I did forget the parsley. And I think I'm going to go ahead and sow the zucchini and squash seeds. I'm only going to put 1 or 2 plants in each. And so it wouldn't take just a little bit to get that going. And you know what? I might start the cucumbers too. Everything but what's going to go on this outer rim. So let's get our seeds planted, and then we'll have to go another day and find some boxes and haul some soil. Okay, I got all the seeds planted except for the cucumber, and I think I decided to go ahead and just direct sow those. They grow pretty quick, and I really didn't want to have to fill up another tray with soil. So I'm going to call it a day, and then I'll catch up with you tomorrow, and we'll go get some boxes, and hopefully go haul some soil. Ready to go? Let's go! I know it's shady here. Come on, let's go. We gotta go get boxes. Come on, baby. Let's go. Go get in the Jeep. Okay, we are back from collecting boxes. We did pretty good. We got a decent amount. Alright guys, it's another day, and as you can see the boxes are still here. Last night it was way too windy. They kept blowing around, so what I'm going to do tonight is fill this up with some of our soil, and that way I can lay them out and hold them down with a little bit of dirt. So let's shovel some dirt and then we'll lay down some boxes. Okay, this is going to be the first of the 4 quadrants. I'm going to try to make them all even. I don't know how close they'll be, but I don't really care about that as long as it looks fairly decent. So 3 more to go. Okay guys, I think I'm going to end the video here. I'm at a good stopping point. Not because I'm done, but because I don't have enough cardboard. Here are the 2 tubs we placed earlier, and here are the quadrants. Now I'm not going for a formal garden. This is just going to be a casual place to grow some veggies, and the goal is just to weed eat between all of them, keep the grass down, not to have paths or anything, but I am going to put a pot in the middle with some herbs. So anyway, yeah, pretty good start for now. I've got to go scavenge for some more cardboard really soon, but before I let you go completely, I'm going to show you a little update of the pots on the porch. So thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon in the next one. Bye guys.